camera angle's just slightly off. There we go. Yeah. Tonight, Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. Now this, brewed in Nigeria. It's the Nigerian version. There is another version of the Foreign Extra Stout that I did see in B&M Bargains today. I've already reviewed that. Never actually had this one. So for me, a newbie. And it's a gold one. So, good evening. Clean the glass out. So nice bit of Guinness, eh? Bit cold for Guinness, but you can drink Guinness cold. I mean, actually in pubs, you used to be able to go into the pubs and drink it, get cold, and it was called Guinness Blue or something. So 7.5% Niger. Good evening. 7.5%. Lovely dark pour. Off-white head. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the lighting in here. And about £1.49 from B&M Bargains. Good evening. Yeah. It's not a bad drink. You know, I don't want to get too overly drunk tonight. That's for sure. Not if I've got to drive in the snow tomorrow. I don't know if it's snowing where you're on, which part of the country, but my God, we've had some in Nottingham. And the temperatures could go down to -5 tonight. So, So as soon as I've done the beer review, I've got to go out on the street and put some grit down because we don't get gritted where we are. We're not in a bus route. So basically, we're 100 yards from any main road. Good evening. Oh, very well, thank you. Yes. Had a good sort out of the beer wall. It all looks a bit more different now. Lots of different beers that you'll probably see at the back of me. And separated ciders from lagers and all that. So, yeah. It's funny, drink it with maple gold. That'd be something different, wouldn't it? I've already put to one side. I'm going to do what's it called? Oh my God, what's it called? I forgot what it's called now. Good evening. Snakebite. I'm going to do a snakebite review in the next few days, I reckon. And I want to do the black and tan review as well, you know, just to do some different quirky reviews. So, on the nose. I'm not getting a lot on the nose, to be honest. Subtle, very subtle. A very subtle roastiness on the nose, but it is subtle. Anyway, let's dive in. Ooh. Bloody hell. The taste, really quite strong on the taste. Obviously, you get the ABV, but you do get that stouty element, bitey, stouty element with it. Ooh. Half bitter, half lager. When I did the wine review late on, no, the Imperial Russian didn't batter me at all. Bloody phone died, which killed off the review. No, I had some cherry bourbon, and that didn't help. Yeah. I was talking, then the camera just went off, and I'm like, oh God, I did say it was getting dark, and then it went dark. The funny thing was though, that I went in the house, plugged the phone in, it got to so many percentage, turned it on, and the stream was still going on, which is ridiculous when you're not even on. There were people going thinking, well, let's get to the end of the review. Oh, favourite beer of all time. It's so hard, isn't it? I mean, think of your own favourite beer. And today with so many different beers coming out. Oh. I'd say it's if it was supermarket beers we're talking about, you know, readily available beers. King Goblin, Adnam's Broadside, Krabby's ginger beer, but the black one, Krabby, I think I remember what you call it now. Krabby's Black, it was called, yeah. Awesome beers. But obviously Krabby's don't even make that now, which is a bit crappy, isn't it? You know. Mud City Stout's definitely a cracker of a beer as well, if you can get it. I didn't see that in B&M today. And I mean, I picked up three newbies today from B&M. This, the Wickwar, and the Brewdog Indie. Hopefully, we're going to earn bargains tomorrow. Good evening. 8% double IPA. Jobs are good. And I missed that last comment just then. Sorry. Yeah, to get all your beers, you've got to be going to every single supermarket. Good evening. Salts, jute, cooking dinner. I think I've got that somewhere. I've either got it or I've reviewed it. I noticed that I've got 2 or 3 jute salts today. I've got one here, Crash. Don't know, you can't see it because the bottle's in the way. But yeah. That's why we vary our shopping. So 1 week we'll go the only one I don't really go to is Sainsbury's a lot, because it takes me 3 hours to get the shopping done. You know, because of working there. You see one workmate to another workmate to another workmate, ex-workmates, and you're talking for 15 minutes to each of them. So a quick supermarket run takes about 3 hours. I may need to go in at some stage. Good evening. So yeah, this has got some good taste to it. It's I mean, if you like Guinness, this is Guinness with an absolute pear on it. You know, it's I've had the Foreign Extra Stout before. That was in B&M. It was like nearly £3, but it was a big bottle, 750ml bottle. This was about 150 or so. And I looked down and I seen the Nigeria bit, and I thought, somebody said to me about that once, so that's why I grabbed it today. And yeah, very nice tasting, very strong in its taste. They really ramped up both the ABV and all the taste. Although the nose was very subtle, very subtle. Even now, I'm not getting much of a nose on it. Ghanaian one as well. Ooh, I have to keep my eye out for that. 7.5 is the strength. Nigeria biggest. Good evening. What does it say on the plate clock? To have and to hold from this day forward, Tracy and Billy, 11th of July, 1998. It's somebody did us a clock for our wedding day, and the bloody battery don't work. Someone did message me and say, do you do your reviews at the same time every day? But yeah, 23 years this year, married. 30 years together this year. And we're still, you know, we still love each other as much as we did then, you know. And both of us have got our own, shall we say, no one's perfect in the world. None of us are. And but that's the good thing, isn't it? Good evening. Yeah, it is that. See, with Sunday, you don't want to drink much. Good evening. And you don't want to drink much on a Sunday, but then you need a drink because you know what's coming Monday. I mean, I work on my own anyway, so I don't really see anybody. And I don't really get told what to do because I know what needs doing. And it's a strange, you know, I used to dread going into my other workplaces thinking, what am I going to get today? What crappy job are they going to put on my doorstep? And now it's weird because there's every job's, at the moment, all the jobs are tough because I'm changing and developing 2 sites. But can't follow you. But it's knocking your beer off at a certain time. That's the key thing, isn't it? You know, you can have a beer, but knocking off before, you know, at least 10 o'clock, depending on when you're going out in the morning. So to get the beer out of your system. Oh God, yeah, I'll be working tomorrow. Yeah. Well, this week at work, I mean, I'm supposed to be jet washing tomorrow, but -20 in Moscow. Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as the snow goes, there's some jet washing for me to do. I've nearly finished. They haven't been jet washed for 3 years, the patios, so they're taking some doing. And I've got a bed to finish. I've got a bed to top off with compost, plant it. I'm going to plant some potatoes as well as, and then I'm going to make a new bed. The Kelham site, to be fair, is pretty much, for the moment, nearly done. I've nearly done the work there. Whereas the other side, there's still a vast amount of work to do. And I'll be splitting, if I'm still at work 4 days, because we know with the lockdown, as the lockdown continues, people are being furloughed more and more. Yeah, they are. You can see colour now. They were all grey before. You can see like hints of red and yellow and that. So it's really different. But with with the other side, I'm going to do 3 days at Cockliffe and 1 day at Kelham soon. I tell you what, I may be burning tomorrow. I get some fires and a bit of paper, get it going, and put a few pallets on to get it. You know, once you get it rip roaring, you're laughing. And the cheeky neighbours next door, they put a lot of their rubbish over the fence. Holt 6X is absolutely brilliant at room temperature. Oh my god, it's a top class beer. I would say Joseph Holt's top beer per hour. Well, it's a set wage, but it's per hour, yeah. And I actually took a pay cut to go to this place, although I did need to get out of the last job. It was a hell of a job in more ways than one. So what a beautiful version of Guinness. Years ago, I wouldn't touch the stuff. 10 years ago, I'd never had a Guinness in my life. Well, maybe more than 10 years now. And then the wife bought it. She was going to make a cake. She never made a cake. I ended up drinking it and thought, it's not too bad, actually. And now, you go to pubs now, especially like the Green King pubs where they ain't got no craft. The Blue Monkey bottle. That one? If it's that one, it's Best Bitter. Primate Best Bitter. I've got 2 or 3 Blue Monkeys on the bar, as it were, on the wall. I need to get to the stage where I go to a supermarket's website beforehand and search through all the lagers, have the YouTube page on, and then there's a little bar on the YouTube page where you can actually search. You can actually search what reviews you've done, and I'm going to need to get to the stage where I look at all the lagers and beers and actually just tick them off the list. Somebody today said, you haven't reviewed Tribute from St. Astol's Brewery, and I could have sworn I had, but I'll have to check it later when I'm on my computer. So really nice, not in your face roasty toastiness, but certainly good strong. The 7.5% element, yeah, you can taste it. And I reckon at warm temperature, room temperature, this will be something even more amazing. I tell you what, for those who have, keep your eye on low cost beer this week. The owner, yes, I've reviewed Beck's before. Yeah, I can't remember what I gave it, but I've done Beck's Blue as well. Beck's Blue is amazing, absolutely amazing for an alcohol-free lager. It tastes just as good as any normal lager, and that's saying something, you don't miss the alcohol with that. And I even felt like it got me when I drank it, which is weird. But I forgot where I was going there. Good evening. So yeah, lovely, strong taste to this. I presume no one's adding notifications again. Well, you see, I've been in pubs. We used to have a pub in town called Stage Door, and we used to have normal Guinness draft and then Guinness extra cold draft. And they called it Guinness Blue, I think it was at the time. These notifications get weird, don't they? No, I've never ordered from Beer Hawk. So yeah, next week, the next beer chat is these two fellas just there. So both of these are readily available at Morrison's, Ruby Red and Golden Ale, St. Peter's, obviously, and that's for next Saturday. The beauty of them is they are available at Morrison's, but the other beauty is they also are both homebrew kits. Yeah, the wife seems to know that 6 o'clock is my regular time to go and do reviews, so I'm happy to do that as well. So I'll come down about 5:45. Do the like what I'm going to do. I'm going to structure it like do a local review at about 5:45, which will be just me focusing on the beers. Might do, you know. Yeah, might do both them because I've got them two up there. And one's an IPA, and the other's just the standard version. I've already reviewed the standard version of the. No, what I've got now, I've set up a hose pipe outside the shed door, and I've washed them all out today because I had about 20 glasses to wash. Yeah, it's better. Although it's obviously better to drink out of a clean glass every time, you know. I have sneaked a couple of reviews in where I've used the same glass about 3 times, and it's not good. Yeah. You don't want to be smelling other beer in your glass. Oh, absolutely love the strength of this. I mean, I've never seen it in own bar B&M before, but it was in today. This, the Wick War, the Brewdog one. That's all they add in. There might have been a few new wines, but I don't really take notice of the wines in B&M or the spirits. You know, the gins. You know, there's so many chuffing gins out these days. It's impossible to keep up with them. You'd have to be a gin reviewer, just doing gin reviews to keep up. Then it'd cost you a fortune as well. Yeah, cheers. That's a 330ml bottle. So, one to save you. That's why I'm using the old tulip. Is it tulip glass? Using this glass to drink it. Although I have actually got Guinness glasses in the house. So you got this. This is the Nigerian version. The B&M have also got the standard Irish version. Are they now? Oh, might have to nip into Aldi this week. I need to get that Foster's rip-off that they're selling, and there's a few other bits as well. I'll have to just suffer it and buy 4 of them if I can't get them singly. It's a pity that Aldi don't have a bargain corner where you can go and buy single beers, you know, where they've reduced them down, even if it's the same price as the normal beer. Black Sheep do make some nice beers. I like their chocolate and orange stout and Wig Welter. Now that is another top 10 beer, that is for me. What was the Estrella rip-off then? I can't remember it. Oh, I missed that comment as well, to be fair. Yeah, Aldi, they're clever at what they do, aren't they? And they are clever at what they do. Although I'm surprised no one sued them, you know. But then they say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. But people know, they go in and they look and think, you can tell that's a Birra Moretti or that's a Peroni rip-off. Right. I'll have a look next time I go in. Yeah, was it Karula? Yeah, because I went on the internet and in fact, I think I reviewed both of them at the same time. Carula, or was it Saint Etienne? No, it won't be Saint Etienne, that's French. But yeah, there was two I reviewed at the same time. One said it was actually made by the Stella. Yeah, I actually did a review with both of them because of that. Saint Etienne, right? Yeah. Or was it actually made by them? You never know. Like bloody cornflakes and all that in supermarkets. Half of them are that brand anyway. It's just that they're putting it in a different packet. But with cornflakes, they can charge more because of the name. And that's branding for you. They don't take long. Low cost are amazing at delivering. So, you should get it by Tuesday or Wednesday, I would have thought. I think it might be Carula, Not 100% sure. But yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday for low cost. And he's posted on his Facebook page today that they're getting a load of new beers in next week as well as the draft. Shit. It's like, I've only got so much money. I mean, I was hoping for some money to come off the internet, but it hadn't arrived, so one of them things. Yeah, they're all at it, aren't they? If you think you're in a factory, you're Muller's, you're selling your own stock, but to get a bigger portion of the pie, Aldi want you to produce X amount per year. It's money in the bank, isn't it? And all you got to do is squirt your juice into a different packet, as it were. Squirt your juice, but sounds wrong, that does, but yeah. I think it will be as well. Low cost for me is probably, I'd say probably the best site on the internet for finding new stuff. I missed that other comment there. I apologise. Sometimes these bloody comments come that quick. Well, can't see it there. There we go. That's better. What's your internet gig? What do you mean by that? My website is dcemu.co.uk. That's my internet, and it's been a good little money earner over the years, to be fair. Oh, speed. God knows. I think we're on the highest on what Virgin Media sell. Hacking game consoles, funnily enough. Although it's more of a news site these days, just posting news about game consoles, bit of theme park news, and a bit of Marvel news. I've just been on low cost earlier on, and again, I could have sworn there's more new stock on there. Like everything in life, it's having the money at the right time, isn't it? And getting away with it with your wife. Yeah, my website's dcmu.co.uk. So yeah, enjoying this fella, going down nicely. dcemu.co.uk. And I mean, there's actually a website for my beer reviews. It's blog.dcmu.co.uk. Did it just come through? That's hilarious, isn't it? Bloody notifications. I mean, for most people, say you was doing a live review and you only wanted to be on 10 minutes, you bobbed it, hadn't you? I think it's bad. And yet other times, I've put gone on live, and within seconds of me going on, the email klaxon's gone off. I can hear it, and well, it's probably a good thing. It's taken me a bit of time to drink this, so I'm gonna chill out tonight, watch a bit of TV. I've already done dinner. I had a nice bit of gammon, some eggs and chips. Yeah, these notifications are strange. Basically, around about 6 o'clock every night, I'm doing a live because there's a lot of news on there over the years. Yeah, I don't host I don't host the links anymore because I don't want Nintendo and that screwing me down. Oh, for God's sake, bloody YouTube. Yeah, so I do it about 6. It takes half an hour, you know, and then I can go in the house and then the evenings myself. I was a bit abbreviated, I've got to be honest. I wasn't out my head at that time. But yeah, I watched the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Good film. And then I watched something else later. And I can't even remember what I watched. What was it? No, it's gone. I reckon that's drinking too much, you know. You forget, don't you? I know I do. Although I have got this like internal fuck it filter. Yeah, I wasn't overly pissed. I was just jolly. Oh, the Eagle Brewery Sticky Toffee Pudding. Yes, very good. Reviewed it a couple of times on the channel. Yes, there is a new one coming out. I wonder if he'll have the young lad in it. You know, the young lad who's supposed to be his son. Mighty Ducks. We've had Disney Plus for a while, and we're keeping it because you never know with COVID. You never know what's going to come on there. Oh. So the roasty toasty element on this is coming through lovely, you know, good strong beer. Is it coffee in the beer? I mean, for a Guinness beer, this is more like a craft beer than like a standard Guinness. I love the strength. I'm surprised the nose is so very subtle. Theakston's Eau Peculiar. It is a nice beer. I won't. Adnam's Broadside is something very different. Oh, and I can imagine this. I mean, I need to go and get another bottle really, and then drink it at the house in the warmth. But I bet in the warmth, this is something even more special. If it's good at chilled. Good evening. I hear the notifications were crap again tonight. Bloody YouTube, they really need to sort themselves out. Generally, I'll put the video. I'll put a live review on about 6 p.m. I've already reviewed, and that's going to come on in about 10 minutes after this review finishes. I've already reviewed this. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've seen it on the internet. Morrison's have got the sticky toffee pudding. And they've got banana bread as well. I looked yesterday when I was there. Because that might be the way I want to do it is a non-live review, local beer. Live review, basically anything else. Beer chats, I want to do 2 from the same brewery. Focus on, try and get supermarket beers only. Because then at least more people that can drink along with me. The more interesting it is, we can also either praise the beer or slag the beer off. More praise than anything. Or at least, you know, be drinking the same and thinking, yeah, I've got this, I've got that. Yeah, it's definitely Morrison's. Definitely. Banana bread. Oh, God, it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, Own Bargains had, when it went from Wells brewing it to Eagle Brewery, Own Bargains had shed loads of the bottles, 330ml bottles of both the banana bread and the double chocolate stout. And I went in and got like 10 of each because, you know, I do like it. One of my favourites. So, good beer. Very, very subtle nose. You would not know there was anything on the nose. but the taste, as soon as you get that taste, you get the ABV very quickly. You can tell it's a strong beer and very strong roasty toastiness, you know, coffee element really is. Yeah, that's going to be in a future review as well, the Maple Moon. For me, probably the best version of Guinness I've had. Yeah, I'll take a photo before I leave the shed tonight. I'll take a photo of them under the ones I've reviewed, and then I'll slap it up on both the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah, we'll make it a party. Yeah, the best version of any of the Guinnesses that I've had: draft, original, the other Foreign Extra Stout. I've not had the Ghanaian Extra Stout, so I must keep my eye out for that. I've never seen it, so that'll be interesting to see where if it's easy to get. But this is at B&M Bargains at the moment. For those watching the chat after the review, obviously, after this live, out of 5. Whoa. I'd say the aroma is slightly disappointing, but the rest of it, the taste, the ABV, is absolutely bang on. No, I've never seen that. The only thing that got me today is when I seen brewed in Nigerian. I'm like, yes, that's one that I've never had. So out of 5, for me, about a 4.57 out of 5. Really good. The strength comes through, but the taste is immense. And there's a lot more to it. You know, at room temperature, this is at chilled. At room temperature, whoa. Yeah, the label's changed slightly. Let me get my bottle down. Yeah. Kuiper brandy liqueur. Caribbean specialist shops. And there's something, you know, I need to start going in some of these specialist shops. I think it's a Polish shop a few miles away from me. And I want to go in there and see what beers they've got. Random beers that I've never had, or lagers. Mostly lagers, I would have thought. But yeah, go into these shops, these like random shops. So that's the good thing about these live chats, because chatting to each other's, chatting to each other, you find out stuff that you don't know. It's all good. It's all good education for the future, for beers in the future. That's what I like. So, Tysk is nice. Yeah, that's available in most of the big supermarkets, though, to be fair. Oh. I suppose the only downer with a lot of that is you're going to struggle. You know, if you haven't got them shops in your town, you're going to struggle. And that's why reviewing supermarket stuff is good in that way, because at least then, you know, most of us can try and get it. Yes, reviewed that. It's a good beer. Good lager, rather. Yeah. No, low cost. Yeah, they do, over 45 quid. But I'll tell you what, Dragon Stout, I'm sure I've had that before. Yeah, with low cost, 45 quid, then it's free delivery. But I'll tell you what, you know the draft beers? Them draft beers that you get, the free 30 mils, the Discovery Pack, 15 quid. Even if you're paying a £5 delivery for that, 20 quid, 10 new beers. Can't fault it. Especially if you leave it a good while in between orders. Leave it a couple of months between orders. It was 35 last March. Then it went up to 45. But yeah, 40 quid now. So that's even better. Which supermarket? Morrison's, by a mile. Morrison's. Tesco's has actually gone downhill again. I've not seen them. I went on earlier, they weren't up, but they could be up now. You never know. Yeah, Morrison's is definitely, for bottled beer, Morrison's is way above. Asda's boring. Their range hasn't changed in 2 years. It's just bloody boring. I mean, they're all good in some ways, but yeah. Tesco's, I went in the other day, my local Tesco's, all the beer sections have shrunk. They've put pop on the beer aisle now. Like half the aisle's gone, it's got pop on. Disgusting. Well peed off. Booths. Oh, not heard of them. Oh. Yes. Now I've had this. This is that sparkly water. I've already took half the bottle out, as you know, for the review, and it was a review. Whew. And the bottle's solid. Look at that, absolutely bloody solid. And the draft stuff is amazing. They put the beer in and they squirt a bit of CO2 or I think it's argon. Yes, Morrison's. When I went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach last year, I walked into the local Morrison's, got a load of new beers, loads. Booths. Yeah. So yeah, the low cost draft stuff is well worth trying. Don't be put off. The only thing with the draft stuff is some of it can be quite pricey still. Like Tiny Rebels, a litre for like 18 quid. They're great for homebrew. Wash them out, and I've used these for wine, beers. You know, they're bang on, absolutely bang on. And that's solid as well. At some stage, I'm going to have to drink the rest of that. At some stage. Is it just CO2? Yeah. It did say some other thing as well. Right, I better go and all actually. Right, thank you all for watching and commenting, and have a good day tomorrow at work for those working, and for those furloughing, yeah, have a good Monday. Yeah, lucky bleeders. And me, I'll be in the snow. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll get me good warm socks on tomorrow, and my wellies. Maybe it wants argon then. Maybe he said something else. See you later. Thanks for watching. Cheers.